Good morning, grade 1. Today we're going to read the book Moose by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Michael Martchenko. So remember, Robert Munsch is the author. He's the one that wrote the story. He wrote the words. And Michael Martchenko is the illustrator. That means that he's the one that drew the pictures. And this book was published by Scholastic, and they were nice enough to give us permission that we could read this book online. So, the book is called Moose. Have you ever seen a moose? Did you know, I told you about how I used to work up north, like where Santa Claus lives? And they have moose all over the north up there. And I have never seen a moose in person. It was the only animal that I ever wanted to see, and I never got to see one. So I think that they would be really neat because they're supposed to be humongous. Can you tell by this picture here that the illustrator drew, showing how little the little boy is and how big this moose is? He looks huge, enormous. Okay, let's read this book. Moose. See the moose jumping? I'm gonna turn it. Let's see if this works. Oops. One Saturday morning, Luke woke up very, very early. He got dressed, ate a bowl of cereal, and went outside. There, standing by his tree house, was a large, enormous moose. Luke looked at it and yelled, "Moose!" Then he ran around the yard 3 times and went inside to wake up his father. What would you do if you came outside and there was a moose standing in your yard? Would you run around 3 times and then go inside and tell somebody? I don't know. His father was asleep like this. He had been on the computer till 3 in the morning. Luke said very quietly, "Daddy!" He didn't wake up. Luke said a little louder, "Daddy!" He still didn't wake up. Luke yelled as loud as he could, "Daddy!" He still didn't wake up. So Luke grabbed a pillow and whacked him on the head. His father jumped out of bed and yelled, "What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?" Do you think Dad's going to be really happy that he got woken up that way? Out by my treehouse, said Luke, is a large, enormous moose. That is crazy, said his father. There is no moose out by your treehouse. Moose do not come anywhere near the farm. Still, he decided to go see what was going on. He got dressed, opened up the back door, stepped outside, rubbed his eyes, opened them up, and yelled, "Moose!" That frightened the moose, and it jumped right up in the air and came down on him. Luke's father said, "Quack!" Luke said, "Daddy?" Look, the moose landed right on top of his dad. Look, even compared to his dad, that moose is enormous. Luke decided to go get his mother. His mother was asleep like this. She had been watching TV till 3 in the morning. Luke said very quietly, "Mommy." She didn't wake up. Luke said it a little louder, "Mommy." She still didn't wake up. Luke yelled as loud as he could, "Mommy!" She still didn't wake up, so Luke took off his hat and whacked her on the head. His mother jumped out of bed and said, "What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?" "Out by my treehouse," Luke said, "is a large, enormous moose." "Don't be ridiculous," said his mother. "There are no moose in our backyard. Moose do not come anywhere near the farm." Still, she decided to go see what was going on. She got dressed, opened up the back door, stepped outside, rubbed her eyes, opened them up, and yelled, "Moose!" That frightened the moose, and it jumped right up in the air and came down on her. Luke's mother said, "Quack!" Luke said, "Mommy?" Luke wanted to get the moose off his mother. He sat down and thought for a while, and then he got an idea. He ran into the kitchen, opened the refrigerator, and got out 3 big orange carrots. He held them out the door and said, "Here, Moosey, Moosey, Moosey." The moose came over and smelled one carrot. Sniff, 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 sniff. It ate the carrot. Crunch. Luke said, "I think I like this moose." The moose smelled another carrot. Sniff, 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 sniff. The moose ate the carrot. Crunch. Luke said, "I want to keep him for a pet." The moose smelled another carrot. Sniff, 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 sniff. The moose ate the carrot. Crunch. Luke said, "He can live in my treehouse." Oh, now all of a sudden Luke wants to keep the moose. What's going on? Just then, his mother lifted her head and said, "Luke, get me the broom." "Do you mean a little broom for shooing away birdies?" said Luke. "No," said his mother. "Do you mean a medium-sized broom for shooing away bunny rabbits?" said Luke. "No," said his mother. "You don't mean a large, enormous broom for shooing away cute moosies?" said Luke. "Yes," said his mother. So Luke got the large, enormous broom for shooing away cute moosies and gave it to his mom. Look at the text. Can you see the text features where he's using large, enormous broom and he capitalized all of those letters? That gives extra emphasis, saying like, I want the big, big broom. Sometimes authors will play with their words like that so that you really get their meaning. First, Luke's mother chased the moose around the yard. Then the moose chased Luke's mother around the yard. Then the moose ate the broom. "This is not working," said Luke. "Luke," said his father, "get me a hose." "Do you mean a little hose for chasing away birdies?" said Luke. "No," said his father. "Do you mean a medium-sized hose for chasing away bunny rabbits?" said Luke. "No," said his father. "Do you mean a large, enormous hose for chasing away cute moosies?" said Luke. "Yes," said his father. So Luke got the large, enormous hose for chasing away cute moosies and gave it to his father. Do you think that this is going to work? Do you think that the great big hose is going to scare off the moose? Let's see if you're right. First, Luke's father chased the moose around the yard. Then the moose chased Luke's father around the yard. Then the moose took the hose and had a wonderful bath. "This is not working," said Luke. Oh my goodness. Then Luke's 3 sisters came out of the house. Each one was holding a large, enormous squirt gun for squirting cute moosies. "That will not work," said Luke. "Moosies like water." "Yes, it will work," said his sisters. "Watch." They walked into the middle of the yard and yelled, "Hey, Moosie!" The moose turned around and saw the squirt guns and yelled, "Hunters!" "That works," said Luke. Oh, look at that. They were right. The moose ran into the kitchen, took some carrots out of the refrigerator, ran out the front door, and did not come back. "See?" said Luke's sisters. Then they squirted Luke. Squawk, 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 and went back inside. Luke said, "That was a cute moose. It can still live in my treehouse." And he took the rest of the carrots out of the refrigerator and ran after it. Oh, do you have sisters or brothers that would shoot you with water guns like that? I do. Aw. At the end, they became friends. What did you think of that story? Did you like it? I think that one was pretty cute. Robert Munsch's books are really, really good. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the story. I hope that you are healthy and happy and safe and loved, and I miss you.